Okay, I'm doing a video because the internet is really slow right now, and I think it has to do with Firstspot. The Firstspot is the Wi-Fi. So that pulled up Google, but Google normally comes up quickly. I'm going to pull up Bank of America. Waiting. Now, of course, it comes up a little faster. But this is still very slow because the little thing is still going around and around. Well, that's loaded. Let's try American Airlines. See how long it takes. Waiting. Still not there. Very slow. I'm doing this so I can send it to the tech support. Okay, so then now there it is. That took about 10 seconds. Now, if I go to the Firstspot machine, which is here, wake it up. Firstspot is on. Status. Got this many users logged in. That's not a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4 users. This guy is 2 logins. See how long the internet takes to open here. Still not there. Now it opened. That's way too long to load Google. Let's try Bank of America. Waiting. This is the Firstspot server, which is down here. Still doing it. Firstspot server. And these are this is the input and output for the incoming is the red that comes from my internet connection, and the gray goes out to the visitor network. So I can bypass the Firstspot server by plugging one into the other, and then now it finally loaded. Let's go to Speakeasy and do a speed test. Still not there. So there's T1 here. So it means it's connected to the site. It's not loading at all. Waiting. What I want to do is show you the difference between when the Firstspot server is plugged in. These hang-ups keep happening. It drains down, and then all of the computers that are on the network are really slow, even though the computer in the other office that we were just at is not behind the visitor network. It's connected directly to my internet router, the way the Firstspot server is fed in. So that computer is behind the router. It doesn't log in through Firstspot. But if the Firstspot computer is connected to the router, that computer gets slow as well. Let's do a speed test. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. It's not even loading. It's going to be slow. I don't even know if it pays to do the test because I can't even load the test up. But if I bypass, here's a blue short cable, right? Okay, I got a blue short cable here. What I'm going to do is bypass the Firstspot server by unplugging the feed and plugging in my blue cable, unplugging the visitor network, plugging in the blue cable, and now the blue cable, as you can see, is just making a loop. So it's input from the router, the internet connection, out to the visitor network. So now the router is live on the visitor network, and the whole building is getting free internet, basically. But if we go back to the other computer in this room, you will see that the speed is dramatically faster without even rebooting the router. Bank of America, boom. That's how fast it loads. That's how fast it's supposed to load. American Airlines, that's how fast it loads. Okay, so I didn't do anything to my router. All I did was disconnect the Firstspot server. And you'll see if I do a speed test, speakeasy, speed test. Let's try Atlanta, because that's the closest city. I'm getting 23.93 down, basically 24 megs, which is our what we paid for, 24 megs down. And then you normally get 2.5 to 3 up. Okay, so this is normal speed. Now let's plug the server back in. And now there won't be anything because the server is disconnected. But let's try plugging it back in and see how it affects the... Where's the red one? Okay, now the Firstspot is plugged back in. Let's just go back to the other computer. Let's see. I will bet now it's very slow again. I will bet. See? Not loading. Let's go to the test. Now it's faster than normal. Preparing test. See, it's still preparing. Won't even start the test. That's because the Firstspot server is plugged in. Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
while I'm recording this. When I tell you that there's a plug in the back in the corner there, the red one, just snap it and pull it out of the Y. The red one, yeah. Okay, now it's doing the download speed. Don't do it just yet. Wait 1 second. Download speed is 1.5. Before we had 24 megs down. Now we're getting 1.5. That's what the Firstspot server plugged in. Okay, go ahead and unplug it. The red one.
Please unplug it.
Okay, there it goes. As soon as she unplugged it, it finished the test. See, now it's 3. As soon as she unplugged it, it finished the test. Now it's nice and fast. Okay? It has something to do, the Firstspot server is causing a bottleneck or some kind of jam on the network, and it's creating a problem on everything. I don't know what the reason is, but the cause is from the Firstspot server, not from my router, because my router works when the Firstspot server is not connected. Once I connect it, it is slow as can be.